Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel Teacher with Wings, where we talk about education, educational behavior and so much more in and around your child's growth years. Well, in this video, I thought of sharing my views on something which is very important, but at the same time I feel it's a little underrated. That what's more important? Is it the skills or the grades? In the last 6 years of my teaching experience, I have met n number of parents and I have seen their reactions time and again in almost all the parent-teacher meetings. Very rarely I find a parent who comes to me and asks if my child has developed any skill or is my child actually working towards developing any of them. Apparently, this should be one of the most important questions that every parent must ask. The unfortunate part is we have been trained and groomed in such a manner that we keep ourselves so preoccupied and confined to what grades our child is getting instead of actually looking into what is the skill that's being developed. According to the new education policy, there has been a lot of changes, and all of these changes are somewhere down the line directed towards developing the skills of the child. So one thing is for sure, it's not just me but also a lot of other very great educationists who believe that it's important to work on the skills of the children than just the grades. In this video, I'm going to talk about my top 3 reasons why I think skills are important, in fact more important than your grades. Before I even begin, I'd like to give this soft disclaimer that everything that I'm going to share in the video is out of my own personal experiences and my own opinion. I don't mean to hurt anyone. You may have a different opinion about the same thing, but I just wanted to use this platform to talk about what do I feel as a teacher and as someone who is seeing the kids growing in front of me. So let's begin. My reason number 1 is skills ensure that you are a better warrior in the race of life. I mean, time and again हमने ये ज़रूर सुना होगा कि ज़िंदगी एक रेस है. You have to go on. Once you slip, you may not be able to, pace up. And all of this makes us somewhere down the line a prisoner of our own report cards. We are more fascinated to know that what are we getting at the end of the academic year rather than actually sitting down and analyzing. But as a matter of fact, once we reach a certain level wherein life has to somewhere down the line make peace with happiness, the skills play a very important role. Employability is not a very big concern. Trust me, if your child is capable even in the most minimal sense itself, that child will definitely grab a job. Getting a job, making money is not a big deal. But then sustaining in the same, doing better each day and actually improvising yourself will only happen when you are very sure about your skills. So my very first reason why I think skills are very important is skills ensure that you are ready for the race of life in a much better manner. क्लास 8th में हम लोग टाइप्स ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. सो बैक इन माई चाइल्डहुड डेज आई स्टिल रिमेंबर दैट देयर इज वन काइंड ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट विच इज कॉल्ड डिस्गाइज्ड अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, वेयर इवन दो यू आर वर्किंग but you aren't really making the best use of your capabilities, and that's exactly what disguised unemployment is all about. If someone doesn't really work on the skills, maybe you're the best person in the room with the highest grades, you may not be able to be properly involved in your jobs, and unfortunately you might find yourself or your kids being disguisedly unemployed. So that's my reason number 1. Moving on to reason number 2, which I think is again very important. Whatever we read in the books does not cover everything that we are going to face in life. I'll give you an example. So I have a friend of mine who's a civil engineer, and he was just sharing one day that how in his classes he's taught that how these huge bridges and all of these things are built. But when he actually joined his first job, he found that there was a lot of difference. There was a huge learning gap in between. Apparently, हर यूनिवर्सिटी में एक अपना तरीका होता है सिलेबस में कुछ पोर्शन को सिलेक्ट करने का और कुछ पोर्शन को छोड़ देने का. द पोर्शन दैट वी लीव may be a very important and practically more significant portion in the job sector. But the unfortunate part is books do not cover everything. Now some of you might just say that if we are not getting it on book, we can just go Google it and find it on the internet. Yes, you can, but I definitely hope you would all agree with me on the fact that when you go on Google, there are times when we get overhyped for the same situation. Suppose if I just go and Google that I'm having a headache, I might just see coming across an article which says I might have a brain tumor as well. So that balance that artificial intelligence cannot cover, which exactly is required. So my reason number 2 definitely is skills are the best way to bridge the gap between what is being taught and what you're going to see in the real world. Moving on to my reason number 3 is happiness. Trust me, in the beginning, we may be very much inclined towards the money component of a job or money component of any kind of opportunity. But how far and how long you can sustain into it depends on your happiness. I mean, one of my favorite YouTuber is Flying Beast. I'm sure आप मेरे जैसे बहुत से लोग हैं जो उनको definitely follow करते होंगे. I love to see something positive in people and I make it a point that I try to grab the same, and I just feel that this man has done justice to his skills. Starting from an IIT, getting into aviation, then into YouTubing, and now he's like literally everywhere. How did that happen? Because he had a very good command over his skills. Honing upon your skills, being the best at the skill that you have can give you this peaceful environment where happiness would come hand in hand with the work that you're doing. I mean, talking about myself, I love to share my views. I love to talk with people. I think I have a very good communication skills. Now, after my job, the time that I have for myself, I make it a point that whatever small little skill that I have imbibed or maybe like worked upon over the years, I make the best use of it. Trust me, I come from a government school wherein there was no such concept of training a student for getting into something. Yes, we did have the teachers, but at the same time, a lot of that depended on how are we invested in whatever thing we are presenting. I think that was the biggest learning that I got from my schooling days, that our teachers left us in the pool and gave us the opportunity to find out more on our own. So my reason number 3 for why skills are more important than grades is skills bring you happiness. Happiness which is sustainable, long lasting, and trust me, something that you would love to cherish over and over, irrespective of what age you are in. So these were my top 3 reasons why I believe that skills are more important than grades. And I really hope that with this small video, I would have made a small impact or a small change of mind in somebody's life. Well, if that happened, I feel I'm the winner today. In case you're coming to my channel for the first time and you could really relate to what I was sharing right now, maybe you can consider subscribing to my channel and also hit the like button for the video so that you and I can be connected and you and I can get to meet each other virtually over and over. That was it from my side for today. In the next video, I'm going to talk more precisely about different kind of skills and how exactly you can take small little steps at this premature stage itself to ensure that all of those skills, they actually help your child in becoming a better person in life. That was it from my side for today. Bye for now. Jai Hind. Stay positive and keep that big broad smile.